lot of the times I'll hear like, that's not something that I would pick, or like, I wouldn't know how to wear that, like, or like, I can't pull that off. And it's like, you can pull off anything if you feel good and you love it. Like, just walk out the door and, you know, everyone else is gonna love you in it as well. People say that it's natural to me, and I'll hear like, oh, you just have an eye for that. But truth be told, it's trial and error. Like, just like my whole life is, you know, it's like, you know, I'll put something together, because most of the time, if I picture it in my head and I don't get it right the first time, like, I have to keep repicturing it, or, you know, like, I just play around with it in my head, it's probably going to turn out to be, the outcome's going to be something completely different than what I first pictured. And so I just found it's easier if I just try it on, and if I like it, then I'm like, okay, next piece. And most of the time, you know, if I'm like customizing for somebody, I always ask for what occasion, because I feel like that's really important. So, like, you know, you have like your party pants, you have like your, I'm gonna meet my significant other's parents, and then you have like, this is what I want to wear around my significant other and only my significant other. And so I feel like everything has just been its own way. When it comes to styling people, it always depends on like the occasion, and, you know, a lot of the times they don't know what they want, but then there's a handful of people that are like, I want this, and that's how I want it to look. So that makes my life easier. But when it comes to just random things that I'll like recreate, I just see potential in it. The items that I find, because I'm like, this is great material, it's really sturdy, it's a great brand, it's beautiful, but I'm gonna bring out those aspects. People were like texting me because like my number was on there, because I was like, oh, you know, like, people want to contact me, like, it's not like anybody's texting me anyways. And then, you know, people started contacting me and like following me and like messaging me and things like that, and I was like, ooh, I got like a taste of it, and I was like, I'm not ready. I was like, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, people want to talk to me. It was crazy. And that's when I handed over my Instagram to my roommate, Stacy, and she did a hell of a job, and still does a hell of a job. And I feel like that's what really gave me like the big boost. So like Emily and Molly, and they still buy my stuff like every season since
That's
then.
awesome.
And I'm like just really grateful for them.
That's amazing.
These are my first pair. I love them. And here's the back. And okay, so first they were jeans, and, you know, just regular jeans, no holes or anything. And then I made them into shorts that just like, couldn't picture it exactly how it looked like, but I was like, I had an idea, and I was like, well, what I want to do is something crazy like that, you know, where it's just super frayed and whatnot. So then I was like, I started cutting up, and I didn't really know how this would turn out. And I see my like mistakes now, but people look at them and they're like, oh my God, I want these. And I'm just like, I'm not saying like they're ugly, but I can see like my work progression. I didn't know what I was doing. I really messed up, but
I mean, it's cool to see the evolution, I bet. The evolution of your work.
Yeah, for sure. Because these like still turned out really good, but I just see things and I'm like, that was an accident. That, I don't know how I salvaged that. Here's like a safety pin just from time though, like where I like cut too much. It's just really like tore apart. Easy for Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, they look tight too.
Thank you.
That's cool. Did you do that? No, that one.
That one. Oh yeah, I did. I was bleaching in like 30-degree weather outside one time, and I got this hat, and I accidentally like put bleach on my hat, and then I was like, ooh, this didn't turn white.
Let me see the front of it. Feel no ways. That is too cool.
Thank you.
That's wicked.
Okay, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna add some spunk to it. And then, let's see. So, almost everything I wear gets sold, so I can't hold on to it. But obviously my two babies, I'll hold on to forever. I wouldn't sell it for $1 million. And so everything in my closet is like a little item that somebody was like, I found this shirt and I just thought of you. And I'm like, oh, a PJ, oh, a tank top. Oh, this is my new going out shirt, you know? And then, or I've like purchased it myself from like other local vendors that do what I do. I've noticed that it's sometimes hard for me to sell things like when I have pop-up shops, because a lot of people they turn away from it because they're like, I'm not that crazy. I can't pull it off. you know, it's just negative. You're like, that's out of my comfort zone. And so the people that trust me to design, or I guess in a way they kind of trust me too, because they're like, I know that it's gonna work somehow, because, you know. And so I think it's definitely for the bold and the go-getters, and my whole that really follow with my platform, you know, the ones that can wear whatever they want and stand tall in it regardless of everyone else's opinion.